Okay, so this portion will be for the buddy eyes, and since we want them to look more feminine, I'm going to go back to this template, and this is roughly the style we're going for, where it's a thick outline and it comes out a little bit. So I will call this lashes or eye lash. And kind of want to make sure I get that same look. Now what I want to do is go into each eye. In order for the pupils to move for the facial puppeteering, they need to be set up just like this, where the image layer is basically the white portion of the eye. It can also be the border if you like. The pupil, of course, is the pupil, and the mask is basically the exact same border of the eye, except for it's hidden, basically meaning whatever's in this shape is what you want to show. So in this case, I'm going to create one more layer, and I'm going to put it at the very top. And I'm sorry, I did that out of order. I'm going to put this layer at the top, and you can call this the eyelid or whatever you want to prefer to call it, but I want to draw this at the very top so that it doesn't interfere with what's already there. In another tutorial, I can show you how to do eyes from scratch, but again, the whole purpose of the buddies is to kind of get started at a much faster pace. So that will be her lash, and for her skin over her eye, I think we want it to be just a little bit darker than her complexion. So we can play around with the color and see, but the first thing I'm going to do is get to her skin tone and sample that color so I can use it. So now we can go back into the eye. Now, since they typically won't have makeup on, I think this will be the look that I'm going with. Now the only question will be, do I want to bring it a little bit further down or to keep it this high? So I'll make the adjustment and go ahead and lower it some. I think it looks better with her eyelid a little bit lower. And for the rest of the video, you'll see me completing each eye sprite. I believe it's 13 in all, with her feminine eyelash. And for some of them, you're going to see me draw the eyelid just to make it a little bit more feminine. The rest of them, it would just be adding the eyelash on top of it. Okay, so I have just completed all 13 eye sprites for the right eye, and now I am flipping, and now I am getting ready to create a copy for the left eye, which I'm going in and I'm going under swap under properties, and I'm going to swap it for the right eye. And then from there, I'm going to right click and duplicate that eye with a different name, which will allow me to flip it. And now I have both eyes identical in every way. Okay, so now that we have completed this character's eye expressions, we're going to go ahead and save this real quick and export a copy into Crazytalk Animator 2 just to see how everything looks so far and to test everything out to make sure that it imports in correctly.
Up, down, left, right, and rolling. Eyes closing and blinking.
Okay, so for here, I've noticed that the eyebrows did not import in, and mainly it's because once I changed them, I forgot to go in using the puppet producer and tag each one with the right naming convention. So I'm going to briefly go in and make that correction and then re-import the character back into Crazytalk Animator to make sure that all the eyebrows have imported in correctly as well. Okay, great. So we have basically completed this portion of the tutorial. We now have the front hair complete, the eyebrows complete, and the eyes completed. So I'm going to make a little tweaking to the hairband just to get everything smooth the way I would like it. And then we would go to the next portion of the tutorial, which is where we start to develop the upper torso and the shoes.